Welcome back to the Greasy Family channel, and today we are going to be installing the Bushwacker rocker panel covers. I already am apologizing in advance for the lighting and the sound, but it's 2:30 in the morning and I'm out here like a crackhead working on some rocker panel covers. So lucky for you, I got the other side already installed. I have a 2018 Chevy Silverado crew cab, and here's what the rocker panel covers look like after it's installed. These cost me $237, which is pretty expensive, I think, for some plastic. But if you haven't seen my other video, when I installed the lift kit and the tires and rims, that'll be linked down below. This is what the thumbnail looks like. But these tires love to grab rocks, as you can see just from driving up in here. And it's been absolutely getting destroyed down under here. So got my handy dandy match color paint pen, went underneath, repainted everything, clear coated it, and I'm just trying to save the underneath. All the videos I've seen on these, everybody's already rusted out and they use them as a cover to try to hide the rust. So I'm trying to get ahead of that and prevent the rock chips hitting it and causing rust to happen underneath. So I think it looks pretty clean, super easy to install. The longest part was actually prepping the truck, getting it clean, getting it ready to put the panels on. The panels are pretty easy. So that being said, $237. They give you absolute beach towel size alcohol pads to wipe down the truck, but I cleaned it right before, so it wasn't too dirty. But I did end up using all of them. After I installed these, I wish I kind of overlapped this a little bit more, I think. This front one over the back one. But then once you do that, it pinches in the door right here, so I ended up just making it flush. And now with it like that, it's more even with this front one. It looks pretty good. I like that it also covers the door steps, help prevent getting scratches from that. And everything fits super tight, as long as you take your time. I'll show you that in a second, but everything's super form-fitting. There's no loose areas or anything like that. I'll show you the back here. But yeah, it's super form. The only little gap that I have is right here. And that was the only little area that wasn't super form fitted, but not too bad. We'll go up underneath. And it does run the length of the rocker panel. So you got full coverage underneath. And it's pretty easy. Got a little bit of a, probably like not even a 1/4 inch overhang on the back. So the double-sided tape is exposed a little bit, but not too bad. But this whole area is covered, and that's what was getting chipped up underneath. So I'm happy with it, and I think it makes it look cleaner. It matches the factory little plastic parts right there. I think it looks good. So we'll go on the other side now, and I'll show you how I put them in. All right, so we're on the other side now, and when you get them, it's gonna come in a big cardboard box, and you'll have 4 pieces. This will be the back, and then this will be the front. And as you can see in the back, it comes with double-sided tape all throughout, already pre-taped. And all you gotta do is clean the areas with your little alcohol pads. It comes with 4 in each section, 4, 8. So you get 16 of these little tiny alcohol pads. You think they could have made a little bit bigger for the price, but it's all right. We ended up making it work. So what I did, since I'm here by myself, I just got into position, and a big tip is to just get this pre-started, because these do get stuck pretty good on there. And once you have it, like I shut it in the door first, so if you do that, then it's a little bit harder to get out. All right, so get it to where it's just slightly hanging out, so when it's up in here, you can pull it out pretty easy, but don't let it stick. Once you get it in a spot you think that you like, I just shut the door on it. And then you got enough movement. Like I said, with it being pre-pulled, just grab the little tail end, get it started, push it up in there tight, and just keep it tight as you're pulling the little red tag out. All right, So once that's in there tight, you can go ahead and open up the door and it'll stay in position for you. All right, so once you guys got this corner side taped, go ahead and you got a pretty good decent amount of movement. Get this side little tail end pulled. So just get a little tag out here so you have something to grab once this part's on first. I made that mistake on the other side. I taped this down first and then that was a little bit hard to get off. But you live and you learn. And make this video so you guys don't have to make the same mistake I did over there. These double-sided tapes really like to stick. So just make sure you get it started before you start trying to mount it. There we go. Just make everything nice and tight. And then this has enough that it's not sticking, so that's why you want to pre-pull this, because once this is all snug up in there, you can't really pull that out too much to start getting that started. So have this hanging out first. Get everything nice and tight. And just pull it along. Alright, so now our top piece is on. It's nice and snug. This is already started for us. So same thing we've been doing. Just keep it nice and snug and pull as you go. And then you got your top on. And you just gotta grunt and stuff while you're doing it, so it makes it sound like it's harder work than it is. But I just wanna make sure everything's sticking nice and good. So that just leaves the under part. All right, so now we're up under the truck. Hopefully I got you guys a decent angle here. But same thing as on the other ones, get this tag started before. And then I'm just gonna push here and up, get it nice and tight. I just keep pushing on the outside until it's nice and tight, and then seal it as you go. You're just gonna do this down the length of the panel. So like I said, on the other side, you got about not even a quarter of an inch of overhang. Yeah, not even a quarter of an inch, just that much right there. Just keep going down the panel. Nice and tight. And then I just like to go back through. Make sure you press this up in there so the tape's really stuck. Give you a nice tricep pump. And then with the alcohol pad, obviously you're going to be wiping where the strip's at. Alright, so we got the back one on. All we got to do is the front. So we're up here on the front, and before I put this on, something that I was thinking about is if it did get water in here, how it would run out. And I just noticed right now that they do have little spots right here that the water could run out of the little underneath the double-sided tape. So that's pretty cool. I didn't even notice that until just now. But same thing as with everywhere else. You're gonna start your little tag right here. But besides the prep, you're gonna get it clean to make sure that it sticks. This is probably the hardest part right here, pulling these little tags off, especially if you don't have fingernails. Definitely some really sticky tape. So just get enough to where it can hang out. And since I didn't overlap it, I just wanna make it as snug as I can right here. If you're not gonna overlap, just get it as tight as you can right here. And then same thing, just gonna pull your tag in. So when I'm doing this, I'm just trying to put pressure down here and up at the top also, so it'll be tight. Like I said before, I cleaned all these areas where the tape were gonna be with the alcohol swabs, so to get all the oil and stuff off of there. I'm already messing up because I don't have my tag in over here. So it's nice and tight. Yeah, if I did my tag in first, this would be a little bit easier. So just let it hang out right here. Start it over here. If you got fingernails, this will make it a lot easier. There we go. tight. Same thing, I'm just trying to put as much pressure as I can right here so it'll sit how it's formed up to the door. So now we got our tag in, you can see it's hanging out right here. If we didn't pull that before, it'd be a lot more difficult because it's not as much play right there. All right, everything's looking pretty good, nice and tight. Exactly where it's supposed to be. And then we're almost done, just gotta do underneath. As you can see, you can bend these panels down to get to this tape. It never wants to come off. Holy cow. It's a pain in the butt, but if it's gonna stick, let's get to the truck. It's worth it. There we go. All right, so try to get it as tight as I can up here. There we go. Same thing. Keep pulling your tag. Pressure there. There we go. So here's your little washouts where the water can run under. Just like that, your rocker panel covers are in, and you can prevent all those rock chips. Let's have another look at it. And there you go, guys. Just like that, it's all done. Super easy, not very hard. For the price, I don't know if you want to spend $240 something or $230 something to put some plastic in, but if it's gonna keep this from rusting out, then it's worth it to me. I have the steps over there. The steps do prevent the rocks from hitting it, but I think it just looks cleaner without that. And with the bigger tires on there and the knobbier tires, they grab the rocks and they chip it all up under there. So this is a way to prevent rock chips and getting rust. The next thing I'm gonna do, probably right after this, I'm gonna order some 3M clear vinyl to put over this. And that'll help at least this last little part right here from getting those extra little rock chips, because I'm not trying to have a rusty truck, you know what I mean? I think it's looking pretty good. It's nice and shiny right now. But if you want to see more on the tires and the lift kit, go ahead and watch the next video, and it'll be more of an explanation of that. I haven't even made it yet while I'm making this one, but I know it's going to come out before this. So enough of that. Thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate you guys checking it out, following along with the family, doing all that good stuff. And if you got some value out of this video and you learned something, or you decided you didn't even want to buy these, go ahead, drop a like. And if you like the truck and want to keep following along for the truck videos, go ahead, subscribe. Other than that, we got family videos. We're trying to make a farm and do all that stuff with our crazy kids. So if you're interested in our family and in our trucks and all the different stuff that we do, go ahead, subscribe. And enough of that. Thank you guys for watching, and remember, one step at a time.